I think we're going now. Just one sec here, make sure everything is set up. Sorry, I'm a couple minutes late. As per usual, whenever I start up my XSplit here, my broadcaster, it changes the layout on me. Plus, admittedly, I made a mistake. I forgot to update the layout with the Pokemon we'll be Wonder Trading out today. But welcome everybody, Professor Chaz here, the lab coat's on back order, and it's time for one of our Wonder Trade nights. We have a bunch of Gligar left over from last week's battles, and I did breed up enough to keep the box nice and full. 30 Gligar, all holding the Razor Fang. I didn't put that on the layout, but it's holding Razor Fang. If you level it up holding that while it's nighttime, you get a Gliscor, the ability going from immunity to Poison Heal. Alright, hello to Joshua Pogoer, we got Jesus Velasquez as well. Hello Sailor Pika, we've got Genesect Gaming and Unknown Spike, and Exposer is here as well. And let's see what's going on here. Genesect says, guess what? I have no clue. What's up? And hello to Ernesto Rivera. Welcome everybody to our stream tonight. And Jesus is going to be doing a stream. Awesome stuff. I might not be able to do anything after this. I'm still not feeling good. I was laying down. I thought, well, I've got to get up. I delayed this by one day already. And no more delays. We got to do our Wonder Trades. So I'm going to get ready in just a moment here. Hello to Michael Adewole as well. Excuse me, got all choked up. Genesect is beaten Pokemon White. Congratulations, not bad. So you made it through Victory Road finally. Wasn't that fun? That's always fun, that Victory Road, isn't it? Alright, I'm going to fire up the Wonder Trade right now. So as per usual, when I'm doing a trade, before I click trade on my screen, I'm going to be saying go in the chat so you folks know when I'm clicking trade. That way, you have the best chance possible to get yourself one of these special Gligar. As you can see on the layout, they have Jolly Nature, which is speed up, special attack down. The ability is immunity, of course, the hidden ability. And we have max IVs guaranteed for attack and speed. They might not all otherwise be max IVs, but those two are guaranteed for sure. The moves are agility, baton pass, counter, and cross poison. Not super competitive, but they're all kind of interesting, unique egg moves. You guys can use them as you like. Alright, let's see going on here. Lex5, welcome to our stream tonight. Thank you, Exposer. Hopefully, yeah, I'm feeling better before too long, especially since tomorrow and Sunday, I'm going to be going for like 3 hours at least straight trying to capture shiny Eevees in Pokemon Go. Alright, so let me just open up the old box here for Wonder Trading. There they are. 30 Gligar. Excuse me. It's so exciting, I can hardly contain my coughs. Yeah. I inspired you to do something, Genesect? I think. Hopefully you're talking about me. If not, that's all well and cool too. But what is it that you've been inspired to do? And Exposer, hope I feel better. Unknown Spike, when will the battle return? Check my channel, you'll see there's a live stream set up. And Jesus, you burnt your fingers making Jello. Do we know any remedy? I do not. Admittedly, I don't think I've ever made Jello myself. And Ernesto got 5 shiny Pokemon by the same person. That's not bad at all. Well, we don't have any shinies, unfortunately, for our Pokemon here today, but we do got kind of cool Gligar. And let's get ready to start right now. So as I say, go in the chat. You know the routine. If you're doing some Wonder Trading yourself, prepare to trade as I click yes on my screen. And let's just get things started. First one ready to roll right now. And hopefully someone out there in the chat can get one of these. Actually, not somebody. Hopefully a bunch of folks in the chat can get some of these. So I'm finishing up hatching the eggs for tomorrow evening's Wi-Fi battles. I do have Skarmory bred up. A lot of them have pretty good IVs. Now, admittedly, it's more like the first time I've really bred a Pokemon that's more defensive than anything. Cyrus from Norway is our first trade partner for the day. And Exposer has at least 90% of the Pokedex now. Not bad. I'm still working on getting mine filled up, too. And Genesect says, in Pokemon Y, you're going to get 30 Scyther, give them all metal coats, and Wonder Trade them off to people around the world. That is awesome stuff, because we got Charmander. Because as you know, of course, a trade Scyther holding metal coat becomes Scizor. And I'm thinking, after this week's Wi-Fi battles, this is representing the flying type gym of Violet City in the Johto region. The next gym is going to be the bug type gym. Is that name Salamence? Did they name that thing Salamence? But the next gym is going to be the bug type gym, and I'm wondering what kind of bug types people might want. I'm thinking they may want something along the lines of maybe a Scyther. But I could get a bunch of a bunch of metal coats to evolve into Scizor, because I have a good way to sort of harvest all these items from wild Pokemon now, even though it took forever to get these Razor Fangs for all of these Gligar. But I made the choice to do it. I'm not going to gripe about it more than I just did. Okay, second one being traded off right now. Joshua has a question for the professor. Yes, go right ahead. What is your question? And hello to Greg Hen. Welcome to our stream tonight. And Jesus saying that I should do a countdown before I say go. Do we need that? Does me not saying go in the chat work for people? Just let me know, because I would think that works. Because I don't... So I did a thing before where I would count down 3, 2, 1 and click go, but people said that didn't work because the stream is like 30 seconds or so delayed. So they then said I should say go in the chat, and if you're following the chat, then you know how to, or you know when to click. Because the chat is more up to date, I believe. Up to date, well, you know, more timely, more alive. We got Spinnerack for our second trade partner. So I would think that should be good. I don't know if me saying go in the chat doesn't work. Let me know, people, because I want to make sure that this works for you. And let's see. Ernesto hopes you get one. Michael does as well. Good luck to both of us. Both of us. Both of you. Both of us. What? I saw that Exposure was saying good luck to me with the Pokedex. My brain jumbled everything together. And Jesus got a Muna called Mars. Very cool stuff. It's kind of funny. I have one that I named Sailor that I caught way back in Gen 5. So Sailor, Mars. Huh? That's a Sailor Moon reference if we put them together. Alright, let's get this third one ready to roll. There we go. And Magneton from the Lost Hotel have a 5% chance of holding Metal Coat. Well, here's the routine that I go through. And you're welcome, Sailor Pika, for me going through all the effort of getting Razor Fangs. Some things are going to be easier to get items for, though. So what I do, I have a team of 5 Pokemon that have Thief. One of them being my Butterfree with the Compound Eyes ability. Critter's leading the way. And I have Seaward, our Duat. Hey, we're trading with Ultra Sun itself from Massachusetts. And I have Seaward the Duat with False Swipe. So I will find the target Pokemon. I shall False Swipe. Your name is Pikachu in Ultra Moon. Okay, Ernesto, I was seeing that. I thought you were saying that you were named Ultra Moon, and I was like, we just got Ultra Sun? We got Ghastly. And so I'll have Seaward False Swipe the target. I'll use an Adrenaline Orb, and then I'll bring Critter in, because every time the Pokemon calls for help, Critter being there with Compound Eyes increases the chance for the held item, or the wild Pokemon to be holding its item. At that point, I'll use Thief, hopefully steal an item. If not, we'll wait for the next one to get called in. And as soon as Critter has his item, I'm going to try to make sure he's on the field as new Pokemon get called in. Switch to another Pokemon that has Thief, steal an item, or sorry, go for Thief, hopefully steal the item, wash, rinse, repeat. I can usually get about 5 of each held item in one session by doing that, but some Pokemon, like Bruxish, can take close to an hour to get all those Razor Fangs. But it's over, it's done. At least until the mid-season thing when I bring back a whole box full of Gligar once again. So I gotta keep harvesting up more of those. Alright, ready for the next one to roll. There we go. And let's see, would I object to Joshua also Wonder Trading a box of something as well during the Wonder Trading nights? Nope, not at all. If you want to Wonder Trade off a box as well, like, do you do streams as well? Or you mean just like doing up a box and just Wonder Trading them out? If you want to do that, you know, I have no ownership over the idea of Wonder Trading, so yeah, if anyone else wants to get a box ready to roll, that would be pretty cool. More Wonder Trades, more action. We got, who was that? I didn't see the name. Marcel. Alright, Marcel getting traded off. And so you're saying do something like 3, 2, 1, then type go in the chat? What do you guys think? Would that help you as far as when I'm going to be clicking trade? Because, like, for one thing, I don't want to feel like I'm spamming my own chat, you know? But, like, if that's going to help you, let me know. We got us a Sandile. And, Michael, you always have to say to your mom, you got to go see Professor Chaz's live streams. Excuse me. Even though I'm here, you know, coughing and choking and stuff like that. So, I didn't even notice we got a Flare Blitz on that Charmander. So as long as I'm not interfering with anything else you have going on there, Michael, you are welcome to check out the stream, of course. So let me just see before I click anything here. Genesect only has 5 Scythers. You need to get 30. That's understandable. Hello, CRJ2002. Welcome to our stream. Michael almost had perfect Mimikyu. Very cool. And La Gamer Gamer. Hey, how's it going? Welcome to our stream. And maybe typing 3, 2, 1, go in the chat might help. But just go in the chat, catch you off guard. So I can try doing that then. I know, I know, Joshua, I'm allowed to spam, but it's like, I would feel weird. Actually, speaking of spam, I should make sure I have live chat active, not just the top chat. I always forget that. It always defaults to top chat. I might miss some things. Alright, so let us... Michael says just keep it the same. Tell you what, the first line I'll finish up just by saying go, but the second line I will do the 3, 2, 1, then go. Then we'll see kind of what works better. So this one here is going to say go quickly once again. And ready to go there. One more after this, and then I will wonder trade the second line by typing 3, and then 2, and then 1, and then go. So I was thinking about the live streams and stuff that we have here on the channel, and what I've decided was I think we're going to retire the Warp Ride Wednesdays for at least a while, because I want to do the Warp Ride Wednesdays in that you guys are involved in some way, like, you know, the Battle Royals. The Battle Royals do not work. You know, we had one successfully work last time. The second one we couldn't get everyone connected. The week before that, we didn't get any Battle Royals connected at all. And frankly, I get frustrated when things are not going to work. We got Eevee. So I think if we don't have a Battle Royal, the Warp Ride Wednesdays are just you guys watching me go through a wormhole, catch things, and then just send them off at random through the Wonder Trade. And I would like it to be more interactive with you guys in particular than that, and I just don't know how to make it more interactive. Just one sec, we'll trade this last one off and I'll ramble a little bit more. And go right there. Because, like, we would have some people set up for the battle, and then it says communication with the trainer has been interrupted or something like that. And I don't know who it was. The people that were in the game ready to battle, they're now losing out on their chance to battle, right? So it's like, I don't like the way that works. Like, Battle Royals are going to be hard to set up regardless. Zoe is our next trade partner here. Because with 3 people, there's 3 possible connections that can mess up. If the single battle, you know, the single battles are better because it's only just myself and one other player whose connections have to be the issue. So I think we're going to temporarily, at least, retire the Warp Ride Wednesdays because there's not really much to it. I'm just going through the wormhole, trying to catch stuff, just sending it out at random, which is how we started it, but, like, I don't know. It evolved to a point where we were doing more interactive stuff, and I don't want to cut that part out and keep doing what I did before. It's like, to me, that feels like I'm taking a step backwards, you know? Alright, so let's take a look at our first line. We have a mild blaze ability, Salamesh, it's actually called, from France. Is that your name in France, or French? We have Scratch, Growl, Flare Blitz, and Counter on this Charmander. It's a female, actually, too, excuse me. We next got a Spinnerack, a quiet Spinnerack with the Swarm ability. The moves Poison Sting, String Shot, and Constrict. We've next got a Ghastly with Rash Nature, Levitate ability, of course, Hypnosis and Lick, and pretty good special attack, very good HP. We next have a Sandile. Ooh, a Moxie Sandile, very nice. Jolly Natured, which is actually very good as well. That is special attack down and speed up. It's got Leer and Rage. Oh, with all that setup, I thought that was going to have amazing stats. Oh well. We next have an Eevee, a runaway Eevee, with Naughty Nature at level 1, with Helping Hand, Growl, Tackle, and Tail Whip. Ooh, not bad for some of them stats. Last but not least, we got us a Slowpoke. She is a modest little Slowpoke with Own Tempo, no confusioning. We've got Curse, Yawn, Tackle, and Growl, and I was going to say, kind of just caught out of the wild, it seems, but no, there's a lot of nice stats on that one. Alright, so this line, I'm going to be doing the 3, 2, 1 go method. We'll see if that works better. One sec here. So, 3, 2, 1, go. Boom! There we go. And Gamer has to go. Well, goodbye. Have a good evening. Thanks for popping in. And the baby zombie, do you want to do a trade, Professor, you're asking? Well, if you want to do a wonder trade, most definitely. That's what we're doing here tonight. And Exposer asking, what about a multi-battle? That's the same problem. 3 connections. If one person's connection doesn't work, nobody gets to battle. So I do have to limit the battling to just a single, you know, 1 versus 1 kind of thing, which hurts, kind of. But, like, and I was considering that. I thought, what if we were to do a multi-battle in that... Well, I was considering that for, like, maybe our next, what do you call them, 6 weeks of the Wi-Fi battles. What if we did multi? What if one person joined me, and if myself and that person win the fight, they get to choose. If the other 2 people win, they get to choose a prize or something like that. But again, that comes down to the problem with having 3 connections, 3 possible disconnects. and that's just not going to work all that well. But I appreciate the suggestion, though. Alright, let's get this next one ready to roll. Pumpkin, yes, I'm sorry, I missed you. I saw you earlier. You won a battle. That is awesome. Welcome back, Pumpkin. Alright, let's get ready for this one. 3, 2, 1, go. Let's go. Also, I'm not even noticing who I'm trading with. I gotta pay attention. What's up, guys? Says Isaac Wolf the Fire Striker. Not too much for me. Just sending out this box of eventual Gliscor. Depending on what part of the world that the recipients are in, they could be getting an immediate Gliscor by leveling up at the, nighttime, getting the Razor Fang evolution. We've got from Tokyo, Japan, which I think is probably closer to daytime right now. Rats. Genesect has 4 Mega Evolutions in your Pokemon Y team, and isn't it too bad? You can only choose to use 1 per battle, though. I mean, not bad for the opponent, because, of course, if you had 4 Megas all at once, that would be wild. They should do something. Excuse me, set up a certain kind of battle format where you can use as many Megas as you want, both sides. That would be wild. Very wild. Isaac says, I challenge you, Professor, to a double battle. You may use your Dragon team. Well, tonight, because I missed yesterday, I needed to take a day just to relax and unwind and refresh. I've pushed everything back, so normally the battles are done on Friday nights, but we're doing the Wonder Trade instead. Tomorrow evening, after day 1 of the EV Community Day in Pokemon Go, we're going to be doing our battles for the week. Okay, 3, 2, 1, and go! Boom! Does this work better for you, as you think? The 3, 2, 1 to get yours ready? Let me know what you think so far of this. And the Megas are for certain situations. That is true. Like I said, I had the last... What was it? The mid-season battles where I had 2 Megas on my team. Mega Manectric and Mega Alakazam. Depending on what kind of battle we were doing, which one would I want to use. So yeah, having the options of all these Megas is good. The only drawback is once you've Mega Evolved 1 Pokemon, those other the other 3 held items are then sadly useless. You can't use them for the rest of that fight. Yeah, it needs to be nighttime in the game, Pumpkin. That's right. So I said if I'm trading to someone who is getting this in the daytime, they gotta wait till nighttime to level this up and evolve into Gliscor. Isaac has a female Dunsparce. What should you name it? Huh. What is Dunsparce based off of? There is an animal I heard that it's based off of. One sec. I'm gonna actually Google this. Okay, I'll get this next one ready to roll here as well. Okay, Google. What is Dunsparce based off of? Dunsparce's name, Nokochi, is an anagram of Tsuchinoko. It translates to hammer spawn, the term used in Japan's Kansai region. A legendary snake-like creature said to live deep in the mountains of Honshu, Shikoku, and Kyushu. So, to answer that question, I'd say call it snake. I don't know, actually. I have one that's named, male. One that is male in Pokemon Go, and I named it Basil, or Basil, because I always thought a basilisk is a type of snake. We got Growlithe. Excuse me. Too bad that's not in Pokemon Go. I've got 2 research tasks to catch a Growlithe in Pokemon Go. Hey, Sue's saying, name it Arceus 10%. That'd be kind of cool. And Exposure says, all the Pokemon that you receive from me are at least level 50 to 55. Really? Are they? I don't usually have them prepared like that. Weird. Oh, you mean, sorry, wait. You mean you get them and then you raise them to level 50 to 55. I think that's what you're saying. That makes a little bit more sense. Alright, 3, 2, 1, go! Ready to roll. Pumpkin's asking, who wants to do a battle on Pokemon Showdown? While you guys are doing some Wonder Trading, if you want to do that, go right ahead. And, let's see, Joshua says, the only reason you ask is because I know the hidden ability for them. Let me scroll back a bit here. Oh, what Pokemon do I suggest? For, let me just get caught up here. Oh, wait, so you're, okay, I missed something. You're saying that you want a suggestion for Pokemon to Wonder Trade out. What would be a good hidden ability Pokemon? Well, some of the starters have good hidden abilities. Actually, although I've already done this, if you want to, not steal my thunder, but if you want to follow on with what I did before, what if you were to get the hidden ability of Sheer Force for Totodile, or even Sheer Force for any of the Nidoran, because those are pretty good Sheer Force users as well. So those are some pretty good hidden abilities. Who else has Sheer Force? I don't know. Moxie's a good one if you're going to do Sandile. That could be a good one for people to get. A Choice Scarf Moxie Sandile is, or sorry, Crocodile is actually pretty menacing. Alright, we got 3, 2, 1, go, and got this one ready to roll. This is the last of our second line. So does the 3, 2, 1 work for you folks? Because if so, I'll keep doing that. And I gotta pay attention and make sure I read the names of who I'm trading with. I might be missing some people that are in the chat. And Genesect can't battle in Showdown. You need Pokemon Ultra Sun or Ultra Moon. Sorry, Sun or Ultra Sun. Well, actually, Showdown is a whole different thing. It's, we got Sweetie from Oklahoma. Showdown is a different program. It's, excuse me, it's not officially licensed from what I understand. It's, fans have made it. But it's basically, it follows the exact same rules as Pokemon video games and stuff. You see the sprites and all that. And it's a good training, what do you call it? Training program, I guess. It lets you set up things. You can customize your, IVs, your attacks and stuff like that, your abilities, held items and all. And although it's not like an official thing, I see it as a good practice, good training thing. Exposure asking, does Venusaur have a hidden ability? It does, and it actually has Chlorophyll for its hidden ability, if I recall correctly. So it gets a speed boost in Sun, and if you can get the Sun up with Solar Beam, that's not bad. I was going to say, the only downside is if you Mega Evolve, you lose that, you gain the Thick Fat ability. But during Sun, actually, Thick Fat would help. It reduces damage taken by fire and ice attacks. So the fire boost from Sunny Day would sort of be negated, in a way, with your Thick Fat ability of Mega Evolution. Alright, our next line of Pokemon, starting with a weak armor, excuse me, Quirky Roggenrola with Harden, Sand Attack, Headbutt, and Rock Blast. The IVs are... Ooh, it's got the maximum speed. That's what you want. Is it? No, not really. But anyways, not bad though. We next have a Zubat with Timid Nature, Inner Focus ability, Absorb, Supersonic, and Astonish, and pretty much fresh out of the wild there, it looks like. I'm dying. Again, I'm being exaggerific, but I'm dying. Whoa, we got 6s across the board just about for these stats. Look at this. A modest... Oh, it's holding Firestone. Look at that. They want this to be a Flareon. Modest-natured Eevee with Anticipation, Helping Hand, Growl, Tackle, and Tail Whip. Oh, I thought the stats would have been crazier than that, but oh well. We got a free Firestone. I'm not going to get tired of that. Firestone? Tired? Anyway, Growlithe up next. Level 1, a calm-natured Growlithe with Intimidate, Bite, Roar, and Close Combat. Not bad for the attacks there. We next have an... Ooh, Contrary. An Impish Contrary Inkay, level 42, with Payback, Light Screen, Pluck, and Psycho Cut. And not terribly bad. Oh, the original trainer was Naruto. I don't believe it. Next up, we got Pichu at level 6 with Docile Nature, Static Ability, Thundershock, Charm, Tail Whip, and fresh out the wild it seems to be. Alright, so I guess we'll stick to the 3, 2, 1 if that does work for folks. We'll get this next line ready to roll in just a moment. I also, excuse me, will keep coughing all over the chat. 3, 2, 1, go. Also, if I'm going too fast on the 3, 2, 1s, just let me know. I can slow it down a little bit. Alright. Showdown is a website. That's right, Pumpkin. You can get the... It's not even really a program, is it? You just go to the site itself and it does all the work for you. And Genesect Gaming wants Pokemon Sun or Ultra Sun. Well, that kind of makes sense, too, because who doesn't want Sun or Ultra Sun, right? Alright. Joshua says to stop dying. I will certainly try my best. We have Blue from Rhode Island, our next trade partner right there. And mistakes were made, says Exposer. Did I make mistakes? I probably did. 3, 2, 1, go is better because it gets you time to prepare. Alright. Alright, we got ourselves another Pichu. So something else that I picked up for myself. I went and got an eShop, well, Nintendo eShop card. And since, well, I was getting ready for this week's battles, where, you know, getting Skarmory ready for the breeding prize. And I thought, like, well, if I gotta find the hidden ability, that's gonna take forever. And I realized, wait a minute, something I have not done yet but considered doing at some point was to get the either gold, silver, or crystal for the virtual console. And I thought, now might be the time. And then I realized, well, of course, Skarmory's sturdy ability isn't hidden, so you can just get it anyway. But I thought, well, for the future, I should get one of those games, because it's like, if I can get those Pokemon caught and sent up through Poke Transporter, I can be guaranteed to have the hidden abilities. So that could be something to go with. So right now I'm going through Pokemon Crystal I picked up. Audrey from Canada, a fellow Canadian, our next trade partner right now. And I'm doing it just completely Nuzlocke style. It's not on my other, it's not on this 3DS right here, so I can't, you know, show it off in the videos or anything. It's not on the capture card. But I'm going through basic Nuzlocke style. So far my team is randomly selected. I have, what are you again? Cyndaquil. I've got a Geodude, Pidgey, Hoot Hoot, Poliwag, and Zubat. And that's my team right now. So just going through basically, I'm going to play through the game. I haven't just sat and played through a Pokemon game from start to finish, just without doing it like on a live stream or pre-recorded or something like that. So it's kind of fun just to sit back and play the games like we did back in the day. 3, 2, 1, and go. Let's go again. So we're halfway through right now. Alright, let me scroll up here. Genesect Gaming wants to destroy me in the games. I mean, it could happen, but it might not happen. We'll have to wait and see if and when you can get the game, and then we'll face each other on the field of battle. Why did I leave Gligar so big? It's blocking part of the words. Anyway, whatever. Tim from Germany is next up for our trade partner. Dark Ninja asking, does anyone have a shiny bold Suicune? I can honestly say, nope. I know I don't. And Luis has Ultra Moon. Awesome stuff. I am an Ultra Sun guy, as you can see in the layout. So the reason is I went with Moon, first of all, because when Sun and Moon came out, I had to have that debate of which one do I go with? Sun or Moon? And I realized, well, since the Sun doesn't like me, because every summer it likes to try to burn me to a crisp, admittedly it's because I forget to use sunscreen, but still, it could also, you know, back off a bit. I decided, let's go with Moon. I'm more in tune with the Moon in that case. And then I realized, well, since I had regular Moon, I guess I'll go Ultra Sun, for not just because I have, you know, the regular Moon version, but also because the way that I get burned by the sun, it does feel like the Ultra Sun burning down on me. Alright, this next one ready to roll here. Isaac has named it Tsuchinoko. It's kind of a cool name. People are going to want to look that up and be like, what does that mean? Exposer accidentally pressed trade and yes on 3. Uh-oh. I mean, even then, it's like I think people are thinking, if we both click trade or yes at the exact same moment, we're guaranteed to sync up. I don't think that's how it works. Oliva from New York is up next. I think it's like, because, excuse me, I get people at, you know, 10 seconds after searching, 20 seconds, right almost till the end of the whole time is done. So I think it still takes a look at everyone who's currently looking for a partner and randomly syncs them together, even if I've been searching for like 30 seconds and someone's been searching for 5. So I don't think us clicking yes at exactly the same time does increase the chances. So even if you click yes on the 3, that shouldn't be too much of a problem. I don't think, anyway. Admittedly, I don't know the full in-game mechanics of how the Wonder Trading works, but my hunch tells me that it shouldn't be that specific. Alright, boom, here we go. Excuse me once again. And Joshua's getting good at getting good IVs, just bad at identifying good natures. Well, something like, I generally don't know the best natures myself either, Joshua, but I will actually research, even though I don't follow the rule set. I'll look up Smogon rules, and I'll look what they suggest for Pokemon. So, like, for example, we're going to have Cater from New Jersey, our next trade partner. For the Skarmory this week, if you look at the thumbnail, I'm going to have, I mean, you know, tomorrow's thumbnail, I've got Impish-natured Skarmory, and I wouldn't have known what to go for as far as natures go, but Impish is a special attack down and defense up nature, and both suggestions Smogon had were for defense boosts. I thought, let's just go with the special defense loss, because that's, you're probably not going to use too many special attacks with a Skarmory, so I thought that's probably the best one to go with. So yeah, if you're not sure what nature to go for, I would say look into Smogon, because Smogon's based off of players and, you know, how often used each Pokemon is, and that's how they tier them. And they put the best competitive suggestions for abilities, movesets, and stuff when you check out Smogon. Alright, let's go with this next one. The last one of this line. 3, 2, 1, and go. I almost forgot to say go before click and trade. Here we go. Luis has already beaten the game. Ultra Moon, I believe you said. Was it Ultra Moon? I think that's what you said. Yep, Ultra Moon. What did you think of the ending of that? No, not even the ending. What did you think of Ultra Necrozma? I say that all the time. That was quite a battle. And Pumpkin's making an Ash team on Showdown. Very cool. We have Nev from Spain, our next trade partner here for the evening. Hello to Christian Hayes. Welcome to our stream tonight as we're doing some wonder trading of some Gligar holding that Razor Fang for evolution into Gliscor with a nice hidden ability of Poison Heal. So the only thing is when someone gets one of these Pokemon and evolves it up, they do get to spend the BP to get themselves a Toxic Orb, which is definitely the best thing for this Pokemon to hold once it's evolved up. But I thought, let's give you a little bit of a step forward in that. Let's get that Razor Fang. Although, admittedly, I kind of messed up. And I, for some reason, completely clued out of how Gligar evolves. I thought it was a trade evolution holding the Razor Fang. And then, at the end of our battle session last week, I realized, I was like, wait a minute. I looked it up. It evolves when you hold it, and it levels up at night. And I was like, I did all that work for, well, nothing. I mean, I gave you guys the Razor Fangs for starters. So that's kind of good. Alright, let's look at this line of Pokemon. We have a mild static ability Pichu at level 5 with Thundershock, Charm, and Tail Whip. Another fresh out of the wild, it looks like. We got us a Bonsly at level 19, mild natured with Rock Head, low kick, Rock Throw, Mimic, and Feint Attack. We next have an Alolan Grimer, Gluttony ability. What does that do again? I want to check this out. I see it all the time. No, I want a summary. I'm not trading that out. I want to read about it. Gluttony makes the Pokemon eat a held berry when its HP drops to half or less, which is sooner than usual. It specifies, which is sooner than usual. So yeah, well, Citrus Berry kicks in at half, but that is like Salac Berry or Ganlan Berry. That's kind of cool. Alright, so it has Naive Nature, Disable, Acid Spray, Poison Fang, and Minimize. Look at that. Look at Arrowhead pointing down at the maximum defense. Very cool. And from one poison Pokemon to another, we got Trubbish up next at level 25. A Jolly Natured Trubbish with Sticky Hold ability. Moves with Sludge, Stockpile, Swallow, and Takedown. And we got a Zubat up next at level 7. Lonely Natured Zubat, kind of sad. Inner Focus is the ability. We got Absorb, I can't speak. Absorb, Supersonic, and Astonish. Fresh out of the wild as well, it seems. And a Naughty Levitating Ghastly at level 24. Curse, Nightshade, Confuse Ray, and Sucker Punch. And maximum HP, very good attack stat. That's definitely what you want to get for a Ghastly. All those physical Shadow Claws and paybacks and stuff. Yeah. Alright, let's get this second to last line ready to roll here with a 3, a 2, a 1, and a boom! Off it goes. Alright. What did I miss here? Jesus beat Ultra Necrozma on the first try. Not bad. Thank you, Christian. I'm glad you like the Charizard hat. I've said before, if I could get a Squirtle hat in this kind of style with Squirtle's face on it, just like the face itself, I probably would go with that because I'm more of a Squirtle kind of a person. But they don't make Squirtle hats like this. They'll make a hat with Squirtle standing in an image on the hat, but it's like, that's not Squirtle's head. I can only think it's because Squirtle doesn't have anything like, horns or something to sort of demonstrate a little bit better. We have Lane, or Iane, from Singapore up next for our trade partner. But if they made, like, I thought, my Wartortle's way over there on the bed, but if they made a Wartortle hat with, like, the ears, that might be kind of cool. I've never seen anything like that either, though. We got Magnemite. And, let's see. Pumpkin says, Steam Eruption, Flamethrower, Earth Power, Fire Blast. That was Volcanion, I think you were saying? It was Volcanion, right. Excuse me. Steam Eruption. Now that's... Is that a water type attack, I think? I think it is. I can't remember. I haven't really dealt with that many Volcanion personally, but I have seen them in action before. Alright. 3, 2, 1, and go for the next one. Actually, Lex 5, I did beat Ultra Necrozma myself on the first try. Admittedly, I went in with the very minimal foreknowledge of the fact that it was a very difficult battle, and it is doable on the first try. I made sure not to look up anything about it though, because I wanted to have a challenge. And in fact, if you watch, or if you go on the channel and check my Ultra Sun playthrough, you'll see that it came down pretty close. There were some issues where I could have lost somebody. One of my Pokemon toughed something out thanks to the Max Affection and Pokemon Refresh, but it was really pretty cool. Alright, let's see what else is going on here. So, what was the hidden ability? You have horrible memory for Sandile, says Joshua. Sandile's hidden ability, I don't know. Well, Moxie is one of its natural abilities, and I think that's the one people like. But let's do a quick double check. We have Clemence from France up next. Okay, Google. What is Crocodile's hidden ability? Let me see. But yeah, Moxie is one of its natural ones, and that's a pretty good one. Every time Crocodile... Ooh, we got a two-cannon. Every time Crocodile knocks out something, its attack stat goes up. That even counts if you knock out your own partner. Anger Point is the hidden ability. I'm not sure how good Anger Point is. I think that is like if you get a critical hit, it maxes your attack stat. Yeah, so effect. When a Pokemon with this ability is hit by a critical hit, Anger Point maxes its attack stat by +6. Regardless, or 2 + 6, regardless of its current stage. So it maxes out the attack stat if you get hit by a critical. I would think Moxie is probably still better, because at least you don't need to take a hit for that to happen. You're actually hitting someone to make your attack stat go up. Okay, 3, 2, 1, kaboom! Ready to roll. Alright, let me see here. I think... Hello to Princess Sandy Noakes. Welcome to our stream tonight. I missed you a moment ago, but I see you here now. Hopefully you're here for some wonder trading tonight. Jesus and Sailor Pika got each other. That's very cool. I like seeing that when two people in the chat get, linked up together. And so Lex5, you won the 4th time with your Primarina. Not bad. So I'm sure it was pretty hard the first few times. Casey from North Carolina up next. I went into the battle knowing everyone was having so much trouble with it, not knowing specifics of why, but I was like, alright, let me think. My first step, I gotta make sure to paralyze it, just for the speed boost on our side, just to try to keep us safe. So I went in with a Focus Sash holding Arbok with Glare. So I paralyzed it right away. I also had a sturdy ability, Magnezone, knowing that, well, that also guarantees surviving one hit. I went in with Confide to lower its special attack stat as much as I could. And the only other time, excuse me, the time that we survived a hit very closely was when my Decidueye took a Photon Geyser down to 1 HP, and because of the Max Affection and Pokemon Refresh, he survived it. But other than that, I was just being very cautious, very careful. It was a long, drawn-out fight, but I did manage to pull through on the first attempt, which I was actually pretty happy with it, I will say. Okay, 3, 2, 1, and boom! Let's get this one sent off here. And well, let's see. Who is my favorite Madagascar character, Christian is asking. Who's the one that David Schwimmer voiced? No, admittedly, I actually have not seen Madagascar. So, I don't have a favorite or a least favorite. But there's a good question for everybody else out there. For those of you who have seen Madagascar, who was your favorite? We have from Japan, Kanagawa specifically, our next trade partner is up. And Jesus saying, oh, those stats. You're welcome, Joshua. So yeah, I'd say Moxie's probably the better ability you want to go for. It's a lot easier to get as well. You don't have to worry about getting the hidden ability and breeding for those. And Exposer beat Ultra Sun on the weekend of the release date of the games with a 10-hour break on that Saturday. I used to play games like that, play it as much as I could right away, but I was like, eventually I liked drawing things out more. Like if I burn through a game, it's done. I think I was saying this in one of the last live streams. I was going through the Kirby's Adventure for the NES on the Virtual Console over on my Wii, and I took my time with it. I paced things out because I didn't want to end off that soon. Sadly, when I finally did complete, I was like, but now I feel sad because the game is done. There's nothing more for me to do in it. So, for me, I could have, well, for one thing, I could have blown through the game in one weekend, but I would have lost that much of a drawn-out, fun time. But also, I was recording it for the channel, so I couldn't really speed through it that quickly. even though a lot of people, when they get the new games, I've seen, they will go through, like, they'll spend a few hours every day getting through the new Pokemon game and speeding to the end as soon as they can. Because I think some people get the mindset of, like, you know, I gotta be the first to get this video out there, or I gotta be at least one of the quickest in the world. I'm a lot more casual than that, a lot more laid back. I figured there's so many people rushing to get to the end, I don't need to jump in on that bandwagon. I'll just take my time with it and maybe throw some more insights into the game as I learn things along the way, whatever. Just like basically, ooh, we got Totem Gumshoes. See the size of that guy? I like to think, I've always been sort of, what would you call it? I guess a hipster in a way. I don't want to do what everyone else is doing because it's popular. I want to do what I want to do. So I guess, you know, hipster in a way. Alright, so Lex 5 got a shiny Drifloon in the Wonder Tray. You didn't even see it at first. Not bad, congratulations. Those are, what color are they? Are they yellow, I think? Shiny Drifloon. Alright, let's get this next one ready to roll here. 3, 2, 1, and go. Excuse me, I'll get caught up on the chat once again here. Yes, Unknown Spike is saying it came right down to the wire, and I did a double Z move on Ultra Necrozma. And I remember when I did it, the first Z move that I used was a water type one, just because I wanted to use it, because I had heard that using a Roto power gives you a second Z move, or gives you a use of a second Z move. So I thought, let's just burn out the first one. Someone in the chat was like, you know, well, RIP Z move, you know, you're done, basically. And I'm like, well, hang on. Then Rotom shows up, Roto power activate! And I could use the Sinister Arrow Raid once again, which was pretty cool. And Jesus asking, did Joshua trade with Chaz? I don't think we did we? I don't know. Oh, no, he's still trying to link up there. And Lex 5 did get a Gligar, but sadly it wasn't one of mine. I guess it doesn't come with the sad... What am I saying? It sadly didn't come with the Razor Fang I'm expecting. And Dazzling Shell made it to the final round of the Soul Melter Challenge of the Ultimate Choice for Kirby Star Allies. I have no clue what that's all about. I guess I better dodge that foe's attacks next time. Generally, that's a pretty good piece of advice. If you're fighting someone, try to dodge. What do they say? I think that's some of the advice they give you in Punch-Out for the Wii. And Joshua matched up with Alex, which... Is Alex here in the chat, or is that Lego Deadpool? I think I recognize the name Alex from Lego Deadpool when they're in the stream. Alright, let's check out this next to last line. We've got a Magnemite at level 1, Sturdy Nature. Hey! That's just like how my Magnezone started off that we took on Ultra Necrozma with. Adamant Nature, well, I don't think that was the nature, but Tackle and Supersonic. We've got a Toucanon. You guys, you can't see the name. It's... Hang on, can I check the summary? I want you to see the name, the species name. You see it right there on the bottom screen? Bazookan. It's like Bazooka Toucan. I love that, Bazookan. It is a quiet-natured Bazookan with the Keen Eye ability. And average stats, it's got Beak Blast, Pluck, Roost, and Fury Attack. Next is a timid, running away Eevee. How sad. Level 1, it's a female, with Helping Hand, Growl, Tackle, and Tail Whip. Whoa! Those are some pretty good stats. I'll be keeping that for some future breeding, perhaps. Next is a Magikarp. A level 1 Magikarp with Calm Nature, Swift Swim, knows nothing but the Splash. It's got max special attack, max special defense. It's not terribly bad. Alright, next is the Totem-sized Gumshoes, a brave-natured totem with adaptability. Sand Attack, Odor Sleuth, Bide, and Bite. And pretty good. Attack, special defense, and speed. So the totems must be guaranteed to have 3 max stats as well. Finally, last but not least, a quiet synchronized female Abra with teleport. Also, for anyone that's doing any hunting for Pokemon as far as breeding is concerned, I believe if your Pokemon has synchronized, there's a 50% chance that the wild Pokemon you encounter will have the same nature as your Pokemon with synchronize, if it's at the lead of the party. So keep that in mind. I might be wrong on that, but you can also just research that. Look up Synchronize as far as breeding is concerned, and they should give you the information on, like, say, Bulbapedia, Cerebi, anything like that. Alright, before we send out the next line, let's get caught up here. So Lex 5 says, when Gligar evolve, immunity does become Poison Heal. That is right. So immunity is Gligar's hidden ability, but when Gliscor comes into play, its hidden ability is Poison Heal, so it does switch over. Alright, let's get ready for this last line. 3, 2, 1. Excuse me. And there I go again. Now, if anyone doesn't happen to get one of these tonight, just bear in mind that when we do our 6-week, what do you call them? Like, I call them, they shouldn't even be called mid-season showdown. We'll call them season end showdowns, I guess. After 6 sessions of standard battles, we'll be doing a big super stream where I use one of each of the prize Pokemon in my own team. And we have Nathan from Ontario up next. Is Nathan in the chat? I think I recognize that hat. Is that Michael? Did I get you, Michael? If so, that's kind of cool. We got Nihilego. I think, yeah, we must have. Finally, someone in the chat got the Pokemon. I mean, I know we've done that before. I think we got Angie one time, Sailor Pika. But yeah, thank you for Zeroid, the Ultra Beast. Very cool. Now you got the Gligar. Did we battle, and did you beat me last time? Do you have a second Gligar now? Because if so, that's kind of cool. Dazzling Shell says, a tip you found out is to, when you're fighting King Dedede in the second phase, when he throws food, use water on it, you can use it to heal you. Oh, okay. So if he's, I would assume like the food is all heated up and stuff like that. You gotta cool it down, then you can munch it down. Alright. 3, 2, 1, and boom. Excuse me. We're almost done, then I can go rest the throat once again. I gotta record a bunch of stuff tomorrow for Pokemon Go, which I'm not griping about because I'm looking forward to getting a bunch of shiny Eevee, which will be really cool. Thank you, Unknown Spike. I hope to feel better soon as well, so I can stop coughing all over the microphone. And Lex5 just got Solgaleo. Not bad. I got one of those not too long ago, actually. Ash from the United Kingdom in England is next up. And Josh was saying that she had 2 Chimchar and traded you. Okay. Oh, right, okay. So you guys have linked up as well. And Michael does have the Gligar. You feel so good. I'm glad I could make your day for you. Is there a Colin here, Jesus is asking? I think Jesus might have just matched up with someone named Colin. I know there's been Colin in the chat before. Alright, we got a Smeargle. This could have any possible attack. So also in my Pokemon Crystal game, I'm getting the TMs, but I'm not going to use any TMs because I want to wait and see what moves do I want to give to certain Pokemon before trading them up so I can use them for breeding purposes. So as much as I would like to use things like I just got the Mudslap TM from Faulkner, I'm like, I'd rather wait and see which one I should use it on for potential breeding purposes. Alright, let's see. Unknown Spike's hoping to find some shinies as well with the Eevee event this weekend. I love how it's 2 days though, because they know people are going to want as many chances as possible to get all the shiny evolutions. It's going to be difficult though to get the shiny evolutions. Oh, we got Goblin from Ontario, fellow Canadian. It's going to be hard to get shiny Jolteon, Vaporeon, and Flareon because those are random, unless you have used if you haven't used the nickname trick yet. If you nickname an Eevee Rainer, it becomes a Vaporeon when you evolve it. We got Chikorita. If you name it Pyro, it becomes Flareon, and Sparky becomes Jolteon. Fortunately, I have not used the nickname trick just yet on any of those, so I could, theoretically, feasibly get one of each shiny evolution. But again, I'm thinking, I don't know if I want to evolve them just yet. I might want to wait. But then some people are saying that to keep the Last Resort attack, they will have to be evolved during the event. But even then, I'm thinking the shiny evolution with Last Resort will probably be the common kind of Pokemon because everyone's going to want to be doing it. And like I said earlier, I'm hipster. I don't want to do what everyone else is doing. I got my own way of doing things. So I'm thinking I might just evolve them without that attack because Last Resort will not be stabbed for any of them. So it might be better to have a shiny Vaporeon with Hydro Pump, for example, or better yet, Aqua Tail. I think Aqua Tail is the more powerful attack. Ben93, excuse me, from United Kingdom is up next. And Jesus matched up with Exposer, it looks like. That's kind of cool. And Dazzling Shell says, for the Ice Mage and the twin Krako. Oh, Krako? I remember Krako. I mean, sure, the high jump attack is kind of good against him, but... And for the Fire and Lightning Mages, use Water. Yeah, Kanto's hidden ability is Drought. Building up the sun as soon as it comes into battle, which is kind of nice because the what am I saying? The hidden ability, is it hidden ability? Anyway, the ability for Alolan Ninetales is Snow Warning, which is kind of nice, getting those weathers set up. Especially when you have that annoying Aurora Veil. Ninetales comes in, comes up, the Aurora Veil covers during the hail. Yay. Alright, let's get this next to last one ready to roll. 3, 2, 1, and let's go. No, just the one box for tonight, Lex 5. As soon as we're done with this one and then the last one, that's all we have for Wonder Trading tonight. But when we do our season showdown, or season end showdown in a few weeks' time, I'll have another full box of these Gligar set up and ready to roll. But as of tonight, we have one last one. Jesus is getting everybody but me, sadly. Well, let's see if this next one is. Hello, Steve Dukic. How's it going? I see you. Do I remember you? I think it sounds familiar. I don't remember you from any recent streams, though. But don't take that personally. I have a bad memory when it, comes to names. Faces I'm really good with. But names sometimes do escape me. But even though I might not remember the name, you're welcome here to the stream. We're almost done, sadly. But we have one last Gligar to send out for the night. But we'll have more in a future. Oh, what's this? What's that name? Sachata Pedro? I thought that was the Pokemon's name at first. That was the trainer name. Alright, we have one last Gligar to go for the night. Let's see what happens. So let's go with the 3, 2, 1, go. And good luck, everybody. Hopefully one of you can get this one. So I believe only Michael Adewole has gotten one tonight. But I can't wait till we have that big season end showdown, followed by the season end Wonder Trade, where I have like 6 full boxes of all these prizes. I'll be bringing back a bunch of those Iron Fist Chimchar, our first prizes of the our session here. Our next trade partner, our last trade partner, is from Japan, so I don't think we got anyone else here from Japan, or anyone here that could be that one. But we're gonna have my stylus hitting the floor. But I've got a whole bunch of eggs to hatch for some special Skarmory for prizes tomorrow. Bear in mind, tomorrow's Wi-Fi battles will be me using a flying type team. So bring your rock types, bring your electric types. See if you can happen to defeat me in battle, which you're more than likely going to be able to do, because I'm not that super competitive. But we'll see what happens. And if you guys can defeat me, you get a special Skarmory, which I've bred up with kind of decent moves. You can check out the thumbnail for the next live stream. It does show you the details of the upcoming prizes. So yeah, that's going to be it for tonight. We are all finished with the Wonder Trades. Where is my stylus? There we go. And one box of Gligar off and running. So yeah, tomorrow night it's going to be 8 o'clock Atlantic time. The event is set. I just got to hatch those eggs basically and prepare my team. And then you guys can take me on and see if you can get yourselves special Skarmory. Excuse me. Alright, Steve will be here tomorrow. Awesome stuff. I'll see you here tomorrow. Who saw the Nintendo Direct that happened yesterday, says Dazzling Shell. I didn't? No, okay. Before anyone goes, let's talk about this. This Po-Town music is making me think of something. Has everyone seen the reveal trailer for a couple of new characters in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate? Yeah, that is it, Lex 5. That was our hour-long live stream of Wonder Trading. The whole box of Gligar are off and flying. I saw the reveal trailer for the new, the Belmont characters. That was a heart-wrenching trailer. If you guys know what I'm talking about. Why was that the animation they went with? You guys know what I'm talking about? I don't want to spoil it if anyone hasn't seen it yet, but, yeah, that was quite a thing. And Exposure saying, do I have Ultra Sun or Ultra Moon? I've got Ultra Sun. And Steve does need Skarmory, so you'll be here tomorrow. And like I say, I'm usually pretty easy to beat, so you probably have yourself a Skarmory waiting to go. And, excuse me. Yeah, so Pumpkin saying, don't bring any ground types. Well, some ground types can learn a lot of rock attack, so you could still take me down. And, yeah. So if you don't know what I'm talking about as far as that trailer goes, look up on, I'm sure YouTube has it, like on maybe Nintendo's channel or something like that. Look up the Belmont reveal trailer for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Simon Belmont is going to be in Smash Bros. Ultimate. Richter Belmont is going to be in Smash Bros. Ultimate, and from what I understand, Luigi is still going to be in Smash Bros. Ultimate. Apparently, he is okay. What kind of a trailer did I watch, though? Also, King K. Rool's in it. I guess finally they're adding a villain from the Donkey Kong series, which is really cool. And so Lex5 saying, when did I make the battle live and after we win the Pokemon? When did I make? I'm not sure if I follow. Well, basically, normally we have battles on Friday nights. We're going to have them tomorrow because yesterday I had to just take a day off just to rest and relax. I just needed to kind of take care of myself, although it didn't really help. But tomorrow night we'll be doing the live battles, and the winners will get a Skarmory of their choosing. I'll have a whole box of Skarmory to choose from. Alright, Michael says you'll go see it. Yeah, it's kind of crazy. Exposure asking, can we use multiple of the same Pokemon? Well, not during the flat rules. We do flat rules for the standard battles, and you have to use different Pokemon species on the team, different held items, and legendaries, or sorry, mythicals, and some legendaries cannot be used in the flat rules, but other than that, everything is good to go. Lex5 says, King K. Rool was your dream, and you love his new theme. I haven't heard it, actually. I saw basically just a gif of his appearance, and I see Donkey Kong and Diddy Kong's eyes like bugging out. I gotta watch the actual trailer, but the Belmont one, that part of it, I actually saw that whole thing, and that was spooky stuff. I'm gonna go watch. I should go watch those trailers right now, actually. All right, but that is a wrap. So I'll see you folks back tomorrow. If you want to jump in for some Wi-Fi battles, again, bring your anti-flying type teams and see if you can take down the professor, which will not be hard because I'm not super crazy competitive. But we're here to have fun and give you guys some prizes, some throwbacks to you folks for just hanging out and supporting the channel. All right, so that's going to be it. I want to say thank you folks again for tuning in and hanging out today. And to Michael, have fun with that new Gliscor when you evolve it up using the Razor Fang. And just find yourself a Toxic Orb. I believe, excuse me, I believe it's 48 or 64 battle points at the battle tree. It's not hard to get BP in this game either. Just do a couple of Mantine Surfs and you should be good to go. But, and for everyone else, if you want to get a Gligar in the future, stay tuned to the channel. We'll have more of them up for grabs in a future battle stream, as well as more Wonder Trading in the future. So that's going to be it. Thank you folks once again for tuning in. Professor Chaz is signing off. And, by the way, quick reminder, I have Discord now, so if you guys want to meet up over on Discord, there's a link in the description. You can get caught up on exchanging friend codes with each other, setting up times and arrangements for trading, battling, whatever. Just go click on the Discord. If you don't have an account, you can set one up for free and just chat amongst the other players to get things set up. There's also channels for Pokemon Go and Pokemon TCG Online as well. Alright, the outro is done to the point that my brain is not working anymore. Thank you folks once again for tuning in. Professor Chad is signing off. I'll catch you next time. And have yourselves a good evening. Better than the evening that my throat is going to probably be having with all this coughing.